6 months be like?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a while since we have been back on stream, but we figured we have a lot to talk about for the rest of the semester, so we figured we'd have some fun doing a little Crossbar conversations tonight. So if you guys did in fact join for some Rocket League action, you will not quite find it here tonight, but we are going to be getting to kind of a podcast style stream in just a little bit, but I'm going to be your host tonight, K-Tool, and joining me is going to be Mr. Greek Avenger. Yes, thank you. So we've got just a couple of things to cover, and then we have 4 friends that we are going to be inviting on the desk with us. One person is just coming back from the movie, so we're just, of course, going to buy time, because that's, of course, what we do on this cast. But Greek, how does it feel not having a weekly league and not, streaming like every other day, not playing weekly matches? I
can hear me, K-Tool. We can
I
chat.
don't know what you're talking about. It's fine. They can hear you guys just fine.
No.
Yes,
are you sure?
Can. Yeah. No,
Chat,
trust me.
please
the whole
confirm.
time. They literally they're literally just messing with you, Americans. He's salty that I said no to him asking out NDSU Rocket League as a whole, so it is what it is. But all right. We have lots to cover, but first things first is this thing that's actually, which way am I pointing? Gotta point this way. This thing that's in between us, that's an NDSU Rocket League logo, but we're done with that. That's no one cares about NDSU Rocket League anymore, right? That logo's lame. So we had someone actually design a new logo for us because we have an entire new league that we're going to be doing. If you guys haven't heard, Dakota Collegiate Rocket League, it's kind of going to be a big deal. So Greek, I will swap over. I'll get rid of the NDSU logo and pop
this
up.
Is the first time.
This is the first time, you guys. This is our new DCRL logo, courtesy of CRJ
so
Pumpkin.
Look at it. Oh my god.
Courtesy of CRJ Pumpkin, who is one of the players we actually met on LAN, who goes to School of Mines. So very exciting, show that off. And like I said, we got lots of stuff to cover. We're still, like I said, waiting for one person to join. He's getting there eventually. But
it's the man himself, isn't it?
Yeah, literally the person who made the logo we were waiting for. He said he's almost home. He's coming home from the movie theaters. But no, we're super excited for this logo. We've been doing so much in the back end, getting stream stuff going, starting to get the logos going. We're building a website, people. We've got the Discord we're working on. Yeah. I'm very, very happy with how this is gonna work. Who is saying no cap? Honestly, looks like Sunless? Really not sure. Like All right, I don't know.
Who looks like Sunless? What?
I mean, I assume he's talking to me because I assume he's not talking to you, but
I don't think it's me, especially because you can also you can barely see me blurry.
Yeah, love that stream quality. That's why I see that's why I'm nice and pretty over here. But no, it has been a lot of fun. We've had so much to do. We will have quite a few announcements kind of throughout the stream. One of them is we have our summer. Like we've got 3 months ahead of us, and we're just like, well, we want to get some Rocket League going, so we will have 3 modes that we'll actually be launching over the summer, which is a Rumble mode, Hoops mode, as well as Drop Shot mode. Which I know how much you guys love Hoops and Drop Shot and everything. So let me just make sure I get my dates right. Yeah, so for Hoops, all you Hoops mains out there, write this down. May 30th through June 12th, we'll be having our Hoops tournament. And then for Rumble, we have June 27th going to July 10th. Each one of these are going to be 2 weeks, by the way. And then Drop Shot is going to be July 25th through August 7th. So basically what that is going to be is we're going to put out surveys, and we'll put signups out as soon as possible. But basically it's going to be everyone just signs up. Depending how many people we get, we are going to make the teams. We're not even going to let you guys do drafting and stuff. We're just going to make the teams, put out a bracket right away, and just have you guys. We'll cast games, obviously, but we don't want to go like all crazy in, because I mean it's only 2-week tournaments, so we just want to get some people, have some fun, do some extra tournaments. But out of curiosity, which one are you most looking forward to?
Probably Rumble because you ain't ready for the Greek urban and American squad. That's all I'm saying.
That just sounds painful, dude. Okay, what's crazy is there's actually so many people that are like Diamond Champ-ish area, but somehow have GC and Rumble. So it's gonna be very interesting because I don't play any Rumble.
You can't say no. You cannot say that about Urban.
I wasn't necessarily just saying Urban.
I know, but Urban's not in that squad. Urban,
but props to Urban for actually hitting GC, which is a little surprising if I'm being honest. As many seasons as we've had Urban saying he's washed, he's bad, blah blah. And now suddenly he's just
not that hard to get GC for being real. Like you basically just have.
You're gonna piss off a lot of people saying that.
No. Like it is a feat to overcome, but there is a certain strategy that works majority of the time that will get you to GC, and you just need to figure that out. So,
me personally, I'm excited for hoops. I don't play any extra modes, if you guys know. Salty is an RNG champ. You're right, Titan. I am. True, Titan. Randy and I got to GC2 in hoops. That was as much like extra modes pushing as it did. Randy and I tried to get Urban to GC in Snow Day. That was miserable. I hated every second of that. Bad. It was horrendous. There's a reason we didn't do. There's a reason we didn't do Snow Day as one of the extra modes. I will say, it's bad. But looks like our last guy is just setting everything up. So eventually, when the creator of this Level logo gets on, we can swap over. So appreciate you, 4-3 over on my other screen, just waiting patiently. Yes, Stewie, you're a forehead. We all know. But
isn't he?
Yeah, though? No, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
I love that emote so much, actually. Though it's so funny. It's so perfect.
If you guys want to become an emote, all you have to do is spend 30,000 Bison bucks, something like that.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I mean, like nothing for you, Mr. Moneybags. You still got what?
Yeah. I'm at 77,000. So
waiting for that get the stream key for 1 million Bison bucks, right?
I have it? Question mark?
No.
I'll sell it for 1 million Bison bucks. Now I like that for sure.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got Simi coming in.
2 months NDSU forehead.
Appreciate that, Simi. I was gonna say Simi had the resub, Greek, you had the resub, and Shark also had the resub.
Yes, sir.
So
I've been waiting to use my Prime, but we're never live.
Well, we've been kind of busy, all right. Some of us have finals and stuff. Like I finished off my finals today. I am completely done. I am free. I am so excited to just go home and not be in Fargo right now. Maybe that's just me, but dude, facts though. Yeah. We need to actually because I do have a hot tub at home and I will have streaming stuff at home. So we have to figure out a price of Bison bucks, and it could legitimately happen. That's
500K. Although the only problem is like you'd have to do it like probably during the summer, or you'd have to make a trip to like go back home to do the hot tub stream.
Well, I'll be home all summer. I could do one of the extra mode streams in there. You know what? I know a lot of people in the club live in the Twin Cities area. I'll just invite them over. We'll have our hot tub party stream.
I think the Crossbar Conversations is a hot tub.
Oh,
hot tub hot talk.
I'd be down for that. All right. Looks like we finally got our last person. It finally took him long enough to get here because apparently he's at the movies, which is whatever. It's a pretty, decent excuse. But let me just make sure.
That.
I know, right? All right. We are going to be hopping over and we'll see you guys, first of all, any guesses? I'm curious on who I brought with. 2 of them you're definitely not going to. I don't think you're going to get, but I'll see if you guys can guess.
I think some people in chat know.
I
could guess. I'm in chat.
Fair enough. All right. Well, we're gonna swap over, and we will say hi to all of our friends here. So make sure you guys are just unmuted, on your ends. But if you want to introduce yourself and just what school you guys are, Pumpkin, we'll start with you. And make sure to tell everyone where you are.
Well, hello everyone. I'm actually currently back home in Croatia, so it's there's a time difference here. Like I'm 7 hours ahead of you guys, so that's always fun. But yeah, I'm Jivo, aka CRJ Pumpkin, and I am from South Dakota School of Mines.
I like it. Soy sauce.
Hey, I'm Soy Sauce. I'm the current president of South Dakota State's esports team, if you may. I don't know a whole lot about Rocket League. I've only played it casually, but I'm
That's
glad
what we
to be
like.
here.
Cool. Stewie, you forehead.
Hi, I'm a forehead. My name is Matt. I go by Stewie. I don't go to MSU. I go to MSU. I don't go to NDSU. My bad.
You're getting there, bud.
And I am the better of the casters here. I'm the best caster. I was voted best caster, so get wrecked, foreheads.
All right, guys, that was Stewie. We appreciate him coming on. I know he's really busy, so we're just gonna, delete him.
He's kicked.
Yeah, see it. And Simi.
I'm Simi or Sam. I'm one of the admins for the NDSU Rocket League, and I will be joining the varsity team next year. So, yeah.
I like it. Assuming we don't, recruit Stewie or something. Make him get his butt over here. But no, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Okay, so basically, long story short, is there's obviously a reason we brought everyone together, which is the one thing that is going to be bringing a lot of us together. Soy sauce, I'm including you on this one because at least you're going to be hopefully joining us on this one. But that is the creation of Dakota Collegiate Rocket League, or DCRL, which is it's a league that basically we are spearheading, which is going to be every single college student in North Dakota and South Dakota can play Rocket League in this tournament. It'll be, it's like 6 to 8 weeks of league play, as well as NDSU is going to be hosting a LAN December 3rd and 4th, which is going to be extremely exciting. So we're pretty much pioneering as far as like people who aren't super competitive and allowing them to play on LAN. So Pumpkin, I'm actually going to go to you first and just kind of, what were your thoughts when I brought this crazy ass idea to you in that Discord call?
Okay, well, considering you said that was only a 6-hour-old idea or 8, something like that.
Yeah, it was about. Yeah,
I felt like, I felt like it was more constructive considering how much thought you put into it, because you came up with to me. First of all, I was concerned why you wanted to talk with me before that. I was like, oh no, what's gonna happen now? But after that, like after you explained everything, I was actually like shocked how much you thought about even those like short amount of time. So it was actually, I was impressed about this.
Oh, cool. Soy sauce. I had the privilege of we had a long conversation about esports and everything. It was definitely really cool. For anyone who doesn't know, he's basically me, except at SDSU, as far as like how passionate he is with esports. So definitely glad that you can, be a part of this. So kind of like curious your thoughts and like what you kind of were experiencing as you were learning about this whole crazy idea that we're coming up with here.
I mean, I was honestly like so blown away with how much you managed to do so quickly. Like actually before this, while I was kind of late, is we just finished a meeting, like talking with the sports club people up there or up here about trying to get a space put together. Like we're still in like a huge like baby phase. We've got nothing. So like, I mean, your passion, like I definitely use that to try to push like esports here in the Midwest, because I mean it's pretty cool what you're doing with Rocket League.
Yeah, it's very exciting, and I think it's like one of the biggest reasons it's doing this is like you look on here, it's like we have 4 separate colleges, that are representing on this call, and it's just like I want to bring everyone together. I mean, obviously doing the LAN was a super cool experience because I didn't realize how different NDSU Rocket League is in the sense that we have an esports space. We don't really use it. We don't have an esports coordinator. This is our first LAN we ever did. We have like 50 people roughly that do like these in-house tournaments, and we looked at every other school and they're like, yeah, we have like 3 people who play. We have 3 people who play. Or like you guys over at SDSU, do you guys even have an official team?
No, we weren't able to get one put together. Yeah, we're still looking for people, but like we've had tons of people that have approached us and are like, hey, we're like platin up in Rocket League and like we're interested in playing, and just nothing has like come of it yet. But hopefully this is something that pushes a lot of people here into the scene.
Yeah, Stewie, you want to let the world know what is Moorhead's Rocket League situation like?
It's kind of at a similar thing with SCSU where, we've had people approach us and they've said that they're, champion and up, but they just don't want to play as a competitive sport. They more just want to play it and have fun with it. As far as competitively for us, it's pretty much me and my brother and another teammate that we have. But Brad is obviously leaving in the fall. It's his last semester in the fall. And after that, I don't know what I'm going to do. But I know that, honestly, doing this will help add people. It'll almost like give people a platform.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
I'm sorry, I kind of just stopped talking.
Yeah.
I lost my train of thought right as that ended. I'm sorry.
So I'm interested, Greek and Simi, same question. I don't know who I brought to this first, but I basically went on a rampage of just trying to get as much info out on everyone this crazy idea. So, like, for you guys, like, what has been your thoughts of the last month of, like, where my crazy ADHD fueled rampage has started versus, like, what's happening now? Because this is crazy that it's actually gonna happen.
It actually just started at the LAN, and you were just sitting there watching Valorant or, like, watching, like, one of the other Rocket League things, and you were just like, what if we did this? And you were just like, wait, but then what if we also made it for every other, like instead of just, like, having people, like, submit a team, be like, okay, give us all your players, we'll create a team out of them, and then that'll be, like, who plays. And you were just, like, literally went from 0 to 1,000 in the span of, like, 2 days. And the amount that you've gotten done since then has been, like, absolutely insane. I mean, like, the logo looks phenomenal. The platform, I think, is here for us to, like, actually hold this league. And I mean, LAN is confirmed.
LAN is confirmed.
Like you've done it.
When you came to me, I think we were, like, playing, and you probably talked for probably like an hour and a half straight about your ideas, and just it was kind of all over the place. But I mean, I'm super excited, obviously, and I think that now that we have a good team of people that can help us with all this, I think it's gonna be super fun.
Well, and that's the biggest thing is, like, you say team, like, Greek, you talked about the logo. It's like, yeah, Pumpkin and I literally, I don't know how many calls, how many hours I sat there watching you do Photoshop crap that I don't even understand how the heck you're doing it. But, like, how many revisions it took us, or, like, Simi, like you working on together with, like, the esports decal. It took us, 26 different iterations of the esports decal. It's just, it's been crazy. Just, I mean, Greek talked about, like, the team. Yeah, it's like we right now a team of 10 people that are working on everything, getting the website, getting the Discord, getting decals. So we're starting to get sponsorships. We're going to try to reach out, get those for LAN. We need to have itemized stuff for the LAN. And it's kind of just insane. And obviously one of the biggest things is going to be, like, advertising, like how to get the word out. Like, obviously we have our ways to get the word out, but I'm curious, like, Soy Sauce, like for you guys, like, with this whole idea, like, how do you go through, like, gonna try to be getting the word out? Because obviously each school is different. So, like, what routes are you gonna try to hopefully take to spread the word?
I'm kind of just gonna try to use my connections if possible. I know some people that work at our school newspaper, so something that I'm hopefully planning on doing is getting, like, some articles out there about, like, hey, there's gonna be, like, a huge tournament up at NDSU that's welcome to everyone. We have, like, a student engagement expo, which is where I actually ended up realizing how many people play Rocket League and haven't joined our esports server. So I'm hoping to talk to a lot of them there, like, hey, there's a tournament going on with NDSU that, like, you don't have to be, like, the best player. Like, you just play it for fun, and you play against other people here in, like, the Dakotas.
Yeah. So
that's kind of what we're hoping to do, and I plan on reaching out to more people, following in your footsteps.
That's the goal. NDSU's made it easy in the sense that, like, we're going to send out, like, mass emails. We're going to put up some, like, ads across TVs and campus, same with, like, bulletin boards. But something like Pumpkin, like, for you guys, like, you guys have a pretty good, like, you guys have coaches. You guys, I think, have, like, esports director, which, again, only a little annoyed that NDSU doesn't have it. But I have talked to Paul, who is the leader of the union, and he is 90% sure that they are going to be hiring someone in the fall who's going to be in charge of the new Thunderground esports area, as well as the esports director. So it's coming, just not quite yet.
But yeah, like, we have that help from esports coordinator guy who I'm really good with, and I can definitely, like, talk with him. And also, like, I'm really good friends with the esports club president as well. And I'm sure I'm gonna talk with him and make him advertise it as well more. And we will try to like do the talk with people, put some posters up on the school as well, and push it that way as well. Because I know there's a lot more people who play Rocket League who are not even in touch with the esports stuff here in our school.
Well, it's like Soy Sauce. You said like you guys have like an esports like Discord and stuff. Like we don't even have that here. We have a League of Legends team and we have the Rocket League team, which I know Greek. I know, aren't they trying to do a Smash Bros club? But like it's wishy-washy.
It's hard to do a Smash Bros club on campus right now when we don't really have the space for it, as well as like the esports lounge that we have has no consoles, has no switches, so you can't really play a game without the console. But hopefully, I mean, next semester or even I think the spring after we have our LAN, the Thunderground will be done, and we're actually thinking of getting like 12 switches for the computers down there just to add on to all the different monitors, and that'll be such a huge way to just like increase the amount of people who are going to be in there naturally, and it'll be so great. It'll be so fun.
No, it was interesting talking with Paul. If you guys don't know, Greek and I actually just talked to Paul on Monday, I believe. Was that just? Or was that Friday? I don't even remember, dude. This is all just a blur. Let's be honest, with Dead Week and finals going on right now. But he had talked about we Greek and I got to saw some 3D renders of the Thunderground, and
It looks so good.
Oh my god, it looked
so
seriously
good.
amazing. But what was really cool is they said that the consoles take up. Paul like reached out to other colleges and he said the consoles take up 90% of like the time that people spend playing console gaming. So they're looking at getting a dozen more switches and just having them next to the computers. So you'll be able to do just tons of like Mario Kart tournaments, just Smash Bros tournaments, just go and just play just games. Because if someone's like a casual group and just wants to go play a game, they're probably gonna pick up something on the Switch. They're not gonna go for an Xbox or a PlayStation game. Which I'm just hoping that it's gonna be free too. Because I know, like, Simi, you talked about in the past, it's just like, you'd probably use even it now, but you got to pay for it.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem is, like, as college students, we don't have a lot of money. And so when you have to pay, I don't even know how much it is, like,
it's like $3.50 to $5 an hour or something like that.
Yeah. It's like, there's no point in going to the esports lab for $3.50 an hour if I can just play the same game, on my computer at home. So if it was free and we could all go there, and have a good time with our friends there, then I think that would be for me. I know personally for me, and I know a lot of other people feel the same way. Like if it was free, we would actually go there. So
yeah. Well, it's interesting. Paul had mentioned is that they're looking. I'm just gonna wait for the appreciate that world with the 5 months. Appreciate the primes. Always showing the support. What I was gonna say is Paul had talked about that they're looking at getting about $10,000 a year roughly, just because they need to recoup some costs. They're going to have to be replacing PCs, they're going to have to be updating like server stuff, they're going to be updating a lot of stuff. So where that $10,000 comes roughly right now is obviously from the students, but if we can convince student gov, or we can get a donation, or if that $10,000 can come from somewhere else, Paul said he is absolutely looking to talk about making it free for everyone, which would be a huge incentive, because if we're putting all this money into this space, I don't want to pay for it. I don't know about you guys, but and I'm curious, Soy Sauce, what is the likelihood about you guys actually getting the space? Like we're obviously going to be upgrading.
Yeah, you guys are upgrading. I'm hearing you guys have like 12 consoles. I don't think we're starting out with something that big at all. I mean, I can't really talk about it too much. We're still kind of just in talks, but I know as of now we've got like furniture is about to be ordered, and we're still in talk with who we're going with for computers and stuff like that.
K-Tool equals Freelo.
Thank you, Brad.
It's oh, and I'd say the charging as well. Something that we had to talk about was having to charge students to use a space. And like hearing you guys say like you don't want to have to pay for a space like that. I mean that gives me something to mention to the people that we're talking to about it.
At LAN, when we talked to other colleges, they were surprised that we had to pay for the space. Apparently, a lot of other colleges you don't have to pay for these esports areas, and we're actually the one like odd man out, which is just like especially for Rocket League. It's a free game. I don't want to leave my nice, comfy space, walk a mile on campus, sit down to computers that aren't spec'd as well, and pay for a game yeah, that's just not happening. So we're hoping that it'll be free. But one thing I did want to mention, though, is kind of, I know Greek and I mentioned it earlier, but like these summer tournaments that we're going to be doing with Rumble, with Dropshot, with Hoops. I believe that we had talked kind of behind the scenes that we are actually going to be opening those up to all colleges already, just kind of so we can start to get the word out. Because instead of just, in the fall, just say, hey, everyone come join, and no one, knows what the heck's going on. With running these small 2-week tournaments, if we can just kind of get the word out, be like, hey, this is what NDSU is doing, come join, and they can kind of get more familiar with us and kind of how we run everything. So we are going to be opening those up to all colleges. We just gotta figure out how to get the word out as soon as possible.
I think this is helpful. I mean, we
Yeah,
can have
exactly.
Soy Sauce and Pumpkin go back to their own teams and be like, hey, they got extra modes, and they'll be like, cool. But at the same time, I think we also need to have something to like send with it. So we might just work on that tonight. And
Yeah, we have a lot of work to do.
give you guys a form to sign up for and whatnot, and
Yeah, it
we
is
can go from
unfortunate
there.
timing with finals, because like we have I literally, like, on my other monitor, we have a 2-page list of just like things we need to do this summer, and it's just like, yeah, finals takes up obviously so much of that. But one thing I did actually quickly want to do is just to show off a little bit. Simi, you can be proud of this one. Is he's been working pretty hard in the Blender stuff. We obviously, we worked on getting a NDSU esports decal. But one thing that we got to do is basically RLCS. If you guys don't know, they use what's called a hype chamber. So that's when you guys see all the teams, all the cars and stuff. So this man was able to figure out how the heck to do that with the NDSU car, and made just some pretty cool, I don't know what you want to call it, just intro videos,
just like
or
renders.
Yeah,
basically.
just some renders. So
they're pretty low quality right now. Because
I'll
they
display some
take
of them in
a
the
couple hours to
background.
render out, but yeah.
So it's like we got the nice winner screen on this one, which definitely is my favorite. I'm just excited to actually figure out how to use these on stream, like during the DCRL stuff. We've got another just like preview we can do in between games, which I'm excited to make these like official, to actually make them like super high quality. Yeah, like just to have this like playing if NDSU wins
looks
versus like
so
the DCRL. Oh my god, it's so clean. I love the decal. I just can't wait to what else you're gonna do stuff, or what you're gonna do with it. So I'm curious, Simi. So like, what are your plans for the summer as far as like Blender work?
Well, I'm thinking of creating some other like stream stuff, as in like transitions between scenes. I want to create some animations with the NDSU Rocket League car. I think that would be really cool. And I mean, whatever else pops up, if anybody has any ideas, feel free to message me. But like, yeah, I guess most of the stuff is going to be towards upgrading streams. It probably won't be like giant renders, but most of it will just be like little small transitions, maybe little upgrades here and there. I'll probably be doing another, I did the 3D version of the NDSU logo. I'll probably do the same thing for the DCRL logo, get stuff like that going. So yeah, that's my plans for the summer.
I just want to point out that Coop in chat says, now NDSU just has to win to get this going. And I mean, I don't know what he's talking about exactly. I'm pretty sure I saw on LAN how that went for them. And yeah,
remember that's a second place trophy.
Kato, that's a second place trophy.
Shh. No, if you didn't tell him that, Greek.
At least we won a trophy.
At least, yeah, literally everyone got a trophy there.
You got all the participation awards.
I'm curious, Pumpkin, what happened to the trophy? Because, like, I don't know where to put this thing. Like, I literally don't know what to do with it.
Well, we got our trophy for the 4th place, I guess. I mean, I don't even know if you can consider that a trophy, but hey, it's a physical trophy, so we have it. But I mean, we have the esports where we can put it, so it's like staying there. But I think our true trophy is that disco ball that we also got, same as you guys.
Yo,
that's our official trophy.
That's true. That's all that matters. So I am curious. So have you ever been to like a LAN event for any esport at all?
I have not as of yet. One of actually our Valorant and League teams went to the CCL final, but I was actually busy that weekend, so I could hardly even catch the stream itself. But
it's okay. It was pretty rough.
No, it was rough for us as well. Don't worry.
Hey, you
It
guys,
was,
didn't you guys win league though? Or no, wait, you guys
No.
got second.
Yeah,
Right.
we got second.
Goes undefeated all season, all playoffs, and then couldn't clutch in the finals.
Yeah, it was a tough loss. Yeah, that's
Which,
a good way to
and
summarize
don't you guys have a girl on the team, if I recall?
Yeah, our support player. Yeah.
That's insane. We had
literally, literally just a girl, K-Tool.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
It is. We
Like,
had,
I
we had-
understand why it's
we
a
had-
big
we
deal
had
because
Taco.
we have no girls in our Rocket League club. So it's like super cool to see that you guys have that in just your club, and just like, I don't know. It's cool that she's there, and I fully support all that, but it's just like, yeah, we don't have any. We've had one.
Trey
had
scares
one.
them all away.
Fair enough.
Forehead.
I am curious. So with you guys actually having like teams and with them actually like competing and like winning stuff, like what is the school actually doing to support that? Like, is there, obviously you guys don't have like an esports center, so are they all just like playing at home? Like, what support do you guys have so far?
Yeah. Honestly, there's not really a lot of support as of now, since we're going through like the school. Technically, everything is really, really slow, and we're kind of at the mercy of the sports club people. And I mean, they're working hard, but it's not a quick process or an easy process. But we're trying to make do with what we can. Like, we have 2 Valorant teams, and 3 of the guys on my team have Ethernet issues, or were not able to use it at all. So
Yeah.
we really struggled a lot, but we were able to finish out the season strong. So it's kind of a big eye opener, but I don't really know if the sports club people really realize like what esports is and what we're doing, how big a deal it makes for us to all of us play from home compared to the other schools. And so like they don't have network connection issues, but that's where our start is, at network.
We're in a similar boat. I have to add, we do have an esports room that is new, that was in last fall, and we've been able to use it for matches. Like, the connection has been great, and as of late, it's been terrible. Like, we've been working from pretty much since November till now to get the internet fixed. Like, no matter what we do, we can't find a solid connection. Either our ping becomes bad, or we don't even get a connection at all, or it cuts out every 45 minutes. But network has been a problem for us. But I mean, we at least have a space. But I like Sauce said, sometimes I'm not sure if the directors of our recreational sports actually know what and how much time we're putting in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's literally us. And it's like, I mean, okay, I'm trying to figure out how to word this. I'm pretty sure if like the people that are in the Rocket League club right now, if they weren't pushing this as hard as possible, if they weren't doing all the work we're doing, esports would pretty much just like drop off. Because like, yeah, they have a space right now. Clearly no one uses it. They have League of Legends, and that's it. Like, we are one of the schools where, first of all, we're bigger than everyone else in North and South Dakota. We're the biggest school. We're supposed to be the ones, quote unquote, pioneering everything, you know, like leading blah, blah, blah. We don't have anything. Like, it's actually kind of sad how little support we have so far. And it's like, you know, with the lack of the esports director, it's like we have someone new. I don't know if you, okay, it's bad. I'm just gonna, let me swap over real quick. If I just literally Google NDSU esports, I'm gonna show you guys what pops up here. You have the esports lab at the Memorial Union. That's it. This is the one link. This is our entire esports website, boys and girls. This is everything. So
We're Rocket League.
This is everything. So
$3.75 an hour, man, they're gutting you guys.
yeah, but so it's like, okay, so think if you're like a high school student who's like coming in, you're like, oh, NDSU esports, like, let's see, oh, like if they somehow found us like on Twitch or something, they're like, oh, I want to check it out. This is it. This is their website. So we have talked to them a lot about it, and that is something they definitely want to push forward, because this is pretty piss poor, let's be honest. And if you just Google like North Dakota esports, it's all UND, which Paul literally said, and I quote, "Oh yeah, no, that's got to change." Where it's like, yeah, then change it,
Well,
please.
It's Kate, so it's gonna be because UND just
made a big push for a bunch of money for them. They
Yeah,
now
and they got
they
it.
have a degree for it.
Yeah, and
got
I
it.
ended up talking. I don't know his real name. His Discord name is Toad. I ended up talking to him a lot about that, and he was asking me like specific things about like because I told him about our new area, and he's just like, oh, like what's the square footage? What are you guys gonna have? Because UND is gonna be redoing theirs as well, so they're gonna battle back and forth, which is what I want. I want there to have the competition, which NDSU is finally actually dumping in the money, and they actually they reached out to us and said, hey, we want you guys to meet with the architect, give us your feedback. They're actually reaching out and saying, if we're gonna dump $500,000 into this, we're gonna do it right, which thank God, because that was a whole debacle in itself.
If they didn't do it right, I'd be a little upset.
Oh God, I'd be pissed, dude.
They put all this money in and they just screw it up. And Greek walks
the
walks
biggest
in
thing
on the first day and goes, "This isn't right."
Turns around and walks out.
Yeah,
Turns walks out.
that's what everyone would do, though.
And I think the biggest thing is
Something
like Simi, for someone who's pretty adamant about doesn't want to spend money. No matter how, let's say it's the coolest thing you've ever seen as far as esport thing. If they're still going to charge you $5 an hour, are you going to play?
No.
There you go. So
what if they reimbursed you for every hour you were in there? Then it's like you were in there for free.
Well, then why would
Then I would just be in there for free. What?
what?
What if they
What do you
reimbursed
say?
you?
Stewie.
If the Rocket League Club reimbursed Simi,
Yeah.
Oh, sure. As long as I don't have to pay.
Yeah,
as long as it's not coming out of my
exactly.
pocket.
Which I'm curious, Pumpkin. I want you to spread the word on like your guys' space there, because I don't even know if you guys do you have an esports area. Like, what's that like over there?
Yeah, we do actually have a space. It's not that big, but we do have a space. I think we have like 12 PCs and one console at the moment, which is not. I mean, the space itself is not that big, but at least we don't have to pay for stuff.
True.
I know. Like, I think if I remember correctly, my freshman year though, I think, which is 2 years ago, I think there was a pass thing, like platinum, gold, diamond passes that you could buy, and you would get a certain amount of hours in the room per day, I think. But that's no longer a thing. So it's just you come in, play, and yeah. Although it's not really used at the moment. Like, not a lot of people use it apart from varsity teams.
Which we don't even technically have a varsity team. Like, obviously, we went to LAN, but that's just the club saying, hey, we're just gonna send our best 3 players. It's not like you're the official team and stuff. So it's interesting. Which I just hope to God we don't have to pay. I know they do like a $100 semester pass where you can go play as much as you want, but I'm not paying $100 to play a free game as much as I want when I already sit here and spend way too many hours playing as much as I want. So you guys are all a bad influence out there. The amount of times I hop on, I'm ready to go to bed at midnight, and there's 10 people in the chat right now. Yeah.
We're a bad influence. What do you mean? You're up at that time, so I think you're influenced by your own decisions.
Fair enough. Oh yeah, Coop was saying you guys won't be under athletics. You guys are getting pretty much demoted as a team, Pumpkin?
Yeah, we're no longer gonna be officially part of the, I don't know how to say that, but sporting thing, So I think maybe next year we will still be able to use our name Hard Rockers, but that's probably gonna change soon. We're basically becoming kind of like a club again, part of the camp stuff. We were still gonna be split it into 2 different things, having a club, actual club part, and having quote unquote varsity. But yeah, we are not gonna be supported by the officially by the sporting stuff anymore.
Gotcha.
That sucks.
That does suck. I mean, that's why I'm just hoping that we will get the support. It's if we're going to be putting all this work, into DCRL, we're going to be creating a LAN, and I can so proudly say that this is going to be the biggest esports event in the history of North or South Dakota, period. So that's just insane that's going to happen. So if we put all this money, time, and effort, and NDSU is still just oh, yeah, no, you guys don't get any money for anything. I'm just okay, well, that's cool.
That would be sad.
It's an understatement, dude. Yeah, it's everyone out there, the amount of hours that, these guys are putting in behind the scenes, it really is insane. But this can't happen if we don't have help. Obviously, people were talking about, yes, I was the one who came up with this idea, but we're all full-time college students. We have jobs, we have lives, some of us at least. It's we're busy with stuff. We can't just we can't do this as a full-time job. So it's like reaching out. It's like literally just distributing the workload. Because like, for example, Photoshop stuff, I can't do that. Boom, we got Pumpkin. Blender work, we got Simi. It's just like we need people, and then we need representatives from each school. It's like soy sauce is probably going to be at SDSU. Pumpkin will be at Mines. Like we'll have people at each individual school that are going to be the people that reach out to whoever they need to advertise, to reach out to the students, to help play. I'm assuming they want to play. I mean, I don't know. Soy sauce, I know you said you played a casual a couple times, but
Yeah,
all right.
I would get smashed. I don't know if I could
No, but
embarrass
that's why we
myself
have
like
the
that.
divisions.
That's why that is why we
the
have
league
divisions.
is set up for players like you.
That's true.
It's set up for you guys to have a better chance, actually.
Yeah, which
Set up for you guys to have fun.
Yeah.
the honestly the most exciting about this entire thing is going to be the actual LAN experience, where you're going to have a lot lower level people like, you know, golds, platinums, and diamonds, who will actually get a chance to play on a stage in front of, you know, however many people that show up, which if this was just a regular tournament for college, it would never in a million years happen. So, and we're going to be doing, you know, one best of 5 a week. So it's like they only have to put in an hour of work an entire week. That's it, 1 hour a week. And we're going to do however many league ways and blah, blah, blah playoffs. So realistically, you add all that up, you're probably putting 15 hours of Rocket League required over 3 months. That's it to, you know, play on LAN and stuff, assuming they can make it. It's like the amount of work that we ask them to put in and like the rules they're going to follow versus like what the benefit they're going to get and actually being able to go to LAN is obviously, in my opinion, a little biased, but I think it's really going to be special. But
Yeah, I mean, I would honestly, I'd be down for that. I mean, that sounds like a lot of fun.
I think the biggest thing is just going to be actually getting people to commit, because they'll be like, oh, I play Rocket League like every so often. It's a fun game, but like I don't take it very seriously. And we're just like, well, have I got a tournament for you? And them to actually, but I mean, it is what it is. It's like to actually get them to sign up. Are you doing? Literally, this is all going to be just a sale. That's what I've said before. Is we are selling this tournament. We are selling DCRL, because obviously, like, we're making it up, and it's just like, oh, like, what's our brand? What type of thing are we? I don't know. I'm coming up with this on the spot. Like, that's why I need help, because I don't know what I'm doing.
There's no script to this.
It's scuffed.
It is scuffed. But hey, we will have a better production than USD's LAN. That is already guaranteed.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What? We're not
My
gonna use the back.
God,
Of, we're not
it
gonna.
was
We're not gonna use
bad.
the back of the pizza.
Back of
ranch?
Pizza Ranch.
Oh come on, that was the
Come
best
on.
part.
That's the best part. It's so well.
Oh,
done.
Yeah, but we're not gonna have an arcade, so I mean, we're,
Yeah,
we're kinda, like,
exactly.
sitting down.
Yo, no.
Yeah, see?
Pumpkin, bring the disco light. We're gonna have our disco light, and we'll just start a rave in the back. It'll be perfect.
Let's go. We might even
frames
bring
per
ours.
second,
If somebody from Mines makes it, we have to bring ours.
Oh my god, that'd actually be beautiful. I'm trying to figure out, where is it? Well, what's the ballroom called that we're renting? I don't even know.
The Osetti Ballroom.
Osetti Ballroom. I'll look this up.
Yeah, in the Memorial Union.
Yes. All right, here we
This is
go.
why I'm
Okay,
taking
I'm
big
gonna
bucks.
exactly. Okay, I'm gonna swap over. This is a virtual tour, you guys, of the room that we're gonna have for LAN. So basically, kind of what we're expecting is, you know, you'll have all the seating in the middle. We'll have 3 projectors. We're gonna have the stage, obviously, in the middle. Probably planning on people like coming out in this corner. Tons of seating. We'll put the casters probably like in the back corner, something like this. But it is a big area. If you guys
that's
haven't
cool
been in
stuff.
there, it's a pretty big area. It can seat roughly probably 400 to 500 people, which, you know,
Holy.
I'm not expecting 400 to 500 people here, but I'm thinking if we advertise this correctly to the colleges and we reach out to NDSU students and just be like, hey, it's a free event to come to. Anyone who wants esports, literally, it's on campus. You don't have to go anywhere. Reach out to the high schools in Fargo, because there's like 7 high schools in Fargo, and be like, I know you guys have esports programs. Like, you want to come check out a 2-day esport event? Like, if we do this right, I truly think we could hit a couple hundred people at this thing.
Where's the pizza? Downstairs, my friend.
That is
All you
actually
have to do
true.
is go downstairs.
So it's in
lot
the
of food
Memorial
downstairs.
Union, which, if you guys don't know, there's like probably 7 or 8 different like food little shops. I don't know what I want to call them, but there's tons of food down there. And talking with Paul, he said that since they also have the dining center down there as well, it's $10, I think, for a meal, right, Greek? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, all you can eat
Um,
for $10.
all you can eat buffet, $10. Tons of different food down there. So, and it's in the same building, so you literally don't have to go anywhere. Stewie is dying.
Bye,
Stewie's left
Stewie.
me. Yeah, bye, Stewie. Oh, he's frozen.
Bye, Simmy.
we got double Simmy here. All right, yeah. Stewie just
No,
died.
but the better question is, where's the arcade? Where can I get another disco ball?
Okay, you know what? We're working on that. But no, we are like we're gonna try to get sponsors and stuff. But it's like honestly, the biggest thing we need is cash. We're gonna have to recoup costs of this. I don't know how much it's gonna cost, but I sure as hell can't fund it. I know the club sure as hell can't fund it. So we're gonna need ways to make money. So if you guys got any ideas, soy sauce, you just want to, have SDSU send us a couple grand, be appreciated.
I mean, we've won some money, but man, we've got our expenses to pay starting next semester. So I wish I could.
Yeah, I have to do that. Okay, I am.
You're not just gonna send
Stewie's not there.
NDSU.
True.
Can
Can we just do like
using it on your own?
birthday cards? Be like, congrats, you made a land. Here's $10. We just start reaching out to students.
That would be the point where the sports administration, they ask us the question. They're like, "Where'd this money go?" And then we might be back
Don't
to
worry about
square
it.
one.
Just don't
Joking,
worry
though.
about it.
I did it.
But I mean, it's difficult though, because just like, how do you make money? And I'm curious. I'm gonna be cheesy as a collective because obviously I've talked with Simmy, Stewie, and Greek a lot. But like Pumpkin and Soy Sauce, like, how do you guys actually make money at esports? What do you guys do to raise any funds or like anything? Because we got nothing basically. We're pretty much clueless on how to do it.
One thing that we just did recently was competed this Level Next Rocket League tournament and that had like a Twitter competition as well. I don't know if you're aware of that or not, but like a lot of schools from all around the U.S. were competing in that, and actually we managed to finish in third in a Twitter competition. Forget about the Rocket League part. We didn't do well, but we actually finished third in that competition, and we actually got $5 grand from that. So like, there's
That's
one way
awesome.
of
Perfect.
what we
That
did
covers land. Thanks.
You want to donate that 5K over here? I'll take it.
I have no idea where that money is going to, but like, it's up to me for that. I'm just the captain of a Rocket League team. I can't control anything.
Fair enough. Soy Sauce, what about you? What do esports do to get any money?
I mean, we try to do fundraisers here and there. That hasn't really gotten us enough money to cover anything like a LAN tournament. But other than that, all we've got is prize money from winning tournaments. That's all we've gotten so far.
And see, this was our first LAN ever that we competed in, which obviously wasn't for any prize money. So it's like we're at nothing. All the money that we've gotten has been from stream, which people are just like, oh, you're making lots of money from stream. It's like, yeah, that's literally us donating to our NDSU Rocket League account, which then we use for like watch parties or like other stuff, like paying for like the streaming subscriptions that we need or like other stuff like that. So it's
Jerseys.
Or jerseys, which still have a box behind me, people. If you guys want to rent jerseys, and the custom ones are on their way. They're supposed to be here on the 26th or 27th of this month. So I know that is after the semester has ended. Appreciate that, Cripplify. Wow, not even putting a message. Wow, disappointing. That was the opportunity. But
Here's Scoop in the chat as well, fulfilling the way how we also get some money as well. He knows better he knows that stuff better than I do because he's also part of the student senate. So he knows that stuff more than I do.
Interesting. Well, it's like I know we get a little bit of money through the club for like paying for Discord or paying like for like some subscriptions. But it's like all the jerseys, like this is literally that's us. Like all the custom jerseys that we're getting, that's all us. All the stream equipment that we're like, that Trey or Greek and I have purchased, like this is us dumping in our own money because we want to upgrade the quality. Which, thank God, we actually are guaranteed a designated broadcasting room for the new esports area, which
So good.
it's gonna be so nice that Paul actually literally just Greek can attest to this one. Just basically said, "All right, K-Tool, give me an itemized list of everything you're gonna need for this, broadcasting room," which it's just about $6 grand right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
There's gotta be something we can change on that.
well,
but-
okay. Well, it's like, okay, the computer and monitors, because we're going to have 3 monitors itself, like that puts you back $2 grand right there. And then you need 2 mics, then you need audio interfaces,
That
then
was
you
like
need
$3
lights,
grand.
then you need cameras.
Yeah.
Well, I keep adding stuff, all right?
Such a sellout.
All right, you keep adding stuff. Ooh, we got Zarch Raceman. Take a pic with Cajun. Ha! It's the first one. Someone
Is it the
actually wants to
first
take a
one
pic with
ever?
me. Yes, everyone always wants to take pics with Trey.
I almost
Or with
redeemed
Jaden
mine,
Turtle.
and then I saw you could become an emote, and I used that instead.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Brad just saying no. Just straight no.
Didn't want to take
Whatever. Zarch, appreciate it. Brad's been.
Oh, that
you
is-
did redeem one. You're
he
right.
did.
You did redeem the watch
Pretty
party.
sure
My
redeemed
bad,
one.
Brad.
Yeah,
My bad,
he
Brad.
did. That's right.
It gets complicated, but
God, I never want that picture.
savage. But no, it's gonna be cool. Just that he's trusting us to basically say, I don't know stream stuff, so I'm gonna, we have the money obviously for everything that they're doing. Also, Coop, appreciate the follow. Kind of, I know you aren't already, but it's fine. I'll let that slide. But it's like the fact that he's letting us spend over 5K of NDSU's money to make this like dream stream setup, which, oh my god, it's gonna be so nice. So the fact that like we're gonna be able to like, that's why I would leave my comfy streaming setup, is to go to something that's better. Which it's gonna be so nice. It is in a very, very tiny 6 by 11 foot room, so we are gonna be pretty cramped.
It
And it's gonna be
eliminates
really hot.
It eliminates echo though, if you think about it.
Oh yeah. We're gonna have to put sound dampening foam for sure in there, because it's gonna be a tiny little thing. But it'll be cool because they have a window, so people will be able to actually like look in and see what we're doing, and it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, they're gonna look into the broadcasting room, see both of us just like staring at 3 monitors, and they're gonna like walk a little bit extra and see all the players playing in the giant room with all the TVs up, and it's gonna be so awesome.
You're gonna see
Even just like
K2
I
in there yelling.
with his forehead. Just
No!
I will say
stands up.
that, hey, once you guys, here's also the reason to make sure you guys, in the Discord and stuff, is that when Paul is finished up with the 3D renders with the architect, he's going to send them out to the 3 guys in charge of the Rocket League Club as well as League of Legends. So hopefully within the next week, we will have finalized 3D renders of exactly what the Thunderground is going to look like. And I'm so happy with how serious they're taking it, putting like wraps on everything, with putting RGB lighting, doing crazy amounts of just actual PCs, furniture, the amount of TVs they're putting in, how open it is. It's going to be just really spectacular. But I want to move on to the next topic and kind of go to LAN, because that's that's kind of the big thing that we're doing, is this whole DCRL and LAN. So we've, obviously talked a lot about like what we kind of are hoping to do, what we want and everything, but I just kind of want to go down the line and just see like, what are you guys actually hoping that this accomplishes? And like, if you have any ideas of like, could you like try XYZ or something? So I'm going to start Simi with you on this one.
I mean, first and foremost, I hope it grows the club. I think that'd be super fun. If we can get like people who aren't in the club to like come to it, I think that'd be super fun. But also, like, I've never played on LAN, and I think like if I end up making it, that'd be a super fun experience, just to because I'm never gonna make pro or anything like that. So just to get some experience, and then like keep this going throughout the years, even after we leave. Like, this is kind of, I'm hoping this is going to be the start of something that's going to be like, a giant like organization for, North and South Dakota. So that's what I'm hoping. So
I like it. Pumpkin.
Well, honestly, I'm hoping that the being on actually one as a player and one as a caster LAN event, I'm hoping that the production is gonna be awesome, considering how USD's was.
4 frames a second on the stream, nice.
They didn't even have overlays for Rocket League. Like, I don't know if you guys saw the LAN video, but I had to actually put our own stream overlays on their video because they didn't have anything. It was so bad.
The ones they had, I wish they didn't use, honestly.
Yeah.
True. Well, like, they had player cams and they didn't use them. So I'm like,
yeah,
okay,
exactly.
that's
They didn't
great.
use them for like Rocket League. They used them for like Valorant and the League, and they were used badly. Not gonna lie.
It was scuffed.
It was just like whenever they took a timeout.
I think
That was it.
if they put them on, the stream probably would have crashed every single time.
Facts, though. It did crash like every other time.
It was bad.
But yeah, soy sauce. What about you?
I mean, from what I'm hearing about USD, I mean, when lands are executed well, it's awesome. It's completely different than just playing a bunch.
It
of
was
games
their first
online.
time doing Rocket League ever. I will
Oh,
say.
okay.
Yeah.
I will
Okay.
give them that.
I mean,
But still,
and I mean, like being able to go and take your team to like a LAN final at like a different college, it's like I think that's like almost every college player's dream. Like a lot of us are like relegated to playing like finals online. It's not the same compared to like sitting there with like your teammates like right next to you and like with the audience
such
in
a
front
cool
of you like
difference.
that. Yeah, and you get to meet all these people. I mean, that would be my dream. I don't know if I'm able to get it before I graduate, but I think that would be.
well, just
that would
start
be a
grinding
highlight.
Rocket League and go from there.
Yeah.
You know? Well, it's like I will say, as cheesy as it sounds, honestly, like sitting on stage and like whenever we scored, like literally just like turning to Greek, Trey, or Heat and actually like fist bumping them, like like you see the pros do everything. Like it was seriously one of the coolest feelings. And obviously everyone who was like chanting and cheering us on, so it was like it was a lot of fun hearing whoever was screamed "I love you, K-Tool" that made it into like the land clip. Like I don't know who that was.
That was
But-
our student coordinator.
There you go. But I mean, it really was an amazing experience, and obviously, it's a lot of fun when you win. It's just like the feeling that we got and that sensation and that opportunity to go to land. Like that's what I want to give to everyone. And we're going to be doing top 4 teams from each division. We're going to be doing most likely 3 divisions, A, B, and C. So you're going to have 12 teams, 36 players on LAN, which it's going to be huge. We're looking at roughly it's going to be 6 best of 7s per day. So we're probably looking at 8-hour stream days, which it's going to be a long day. But
That's a lot
We're
of
gonna-
casting.
it is a lot of casting,
boy.
but it's not like Stu. It's not like you and I are going to be doing like 6 series back to back. We're going to probably have we're probably going to have 10 to 12 casters available that are going to swap out. Maybe you Stu, like you're probably going to cast 1 or 2 series a day, and that's it with hours in between. And I think the biggest thing is we have to keep people fresh. We have to keep the energy going, and so we'll be swapping people. It's like everything at USD. Like I didn't realize how many people you just need to have there. Like you need at least 20 people on hand 24/7, showing people where food is, showing people like where the esports lounges is, actually making sure people know where they're going on time, making sure they're like actually here where they're supposed to be, giving like the player cards that we got, which is first of all we are absolutely doing the player cards because that was one of the coolest things, walking around with those. But just the support that we're gonna need was a lot more than I thought. So I think USD did a really good job with the personnel, just not the stream. So if we can copy what they did with the personnel and the support there, I think that'll be a really good jump start. But same question now, jumping to Stewie then Greek.
I think Soy Sauce hit the nail on the head. Like the fact that you're going to a LAN with your teammates and you're competing against other people. I mean, it is pretty much every person's dream. Like you're in person. Like the fact that you're in person, it just gives you a whole different experience. I'm hoping to have a really competitive aspect to it. I know it will be competitive, but the matches that I like to go back to watch from RLCS are the most competitive matches. Are the game 7s, the game 5s, the ones that you watch again. I'm just hoping it'll be as competitive as possible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I mean with like the way that we're going to be having it set up, it should theoretically be super competitive for every single like division, and it should be possible for everyone in each division to do well. But for like myself at LAN, it was so fun to go to LAN and to hear people scream "Let's go K-Tool" or just like just
Grease
all the
bomb.
like
It's a totally different aspect. It's a totally different atmosphere.
Yeah.
It really is. Like
it's just like the socialization of it too. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like we always tell our parents or whatever, like, oh, I'm playing video games, I'm like socializing with people, and it's like half the time yes, the other half you're just sitting in your room playing Rocket League until 5 a.m. Still Gerben. But it's like to actually go to a LAN, have tons of people there, and like everybody has something in common with like that love of Rocket League. You can talk to pretty much everyone, and everyone's so cool at LAN. It's just the atmosphere is great, and there's a lot of energy.
Yeah, what I'm excited for is with our LAN is just the fact that it's going to be such a bigger area. It's not going to be in a pizza ranch which was a little cheesy. It's not gonna have the arcade. Don't get me wrong, the arcade was a lot of fun.
Hey, come
Definitely.
on, we need that arcade.
Yeah, okay, yeah. If we could have an arcade, I would definitely go for the arcade. Don't know if that's gonna happen. I don't
We have
know if
pool. We have
we
bowling.
do have a lot of pool. Ooh, I didn't think about that. We got pool and bowling, which
I
is
know
at
where you
least
can
something.
get an arcade. Buyinarcade.com.
Okay, we'll get there. Everything, if you guys are wondering, will not be sponsored by Pizza Ranch, unlike in Vermilion. It was very weird how you would go to different stores, and Pizza Ranch is everywhere. I don't know if that's like the place to be in Vermilion, but everything there was sponsored by Pizza Ranch, which I don't know how we're gonna get
Apparently it
sponsors, but it's actually just weird. But yeah, I'm just so excited for LAN. I'm just hoping, obviously, everything goes well. What is nice is if worst case scenario, if no colleges can join and this just everything goes bad, we still have a guaranteed LAN, and at least the NDSU club that we have right now, which is again roughly 50 people, we're still gonna have a LAN, so it's still happening. So it's just how good is LAN gonna be. What is interesting is the day before they actually have orientation till 4 p.m. So we won't actually be able to get in and start setting up till 4 p.m. the night before LAN. So that is going to be a very long night. But
I will say, I will say from a not just a player, from a caster standpoint, I forgot to add this. From casting like live is so much different than like you're in a room with nobody else in the room and you're just talking to a screen.
oh my god, we are going to fix stuff. Okay, so for casting there was so scuffed. Oh my god. So a couple things. They didn't have an audio splitter, so only one of the headphones actually worked. And the other one was just there for aesthetic reasons. And then you couldn't actually hear your other caster talking. So you would also have to turn your headphone down completely because you just have to talk with headphones on, but you couldn't actually hear them through the mics. So it was very bad. It was so difficult to cast because you couldn't actually hear anything. And it was, yeah,
I'm
it was
just
very
excited
soft.
for the casting part of it.
Same.
Like the just casting in a room of people and you can hear the audience react. Oh,
Bye,
man.
Pumpkin. That Croatian
I'm
internet
just,
will get you.
so excited for it.
Yeah. I'm curious, soy sauce, have you ever casted
back?
anything? Yes, you are.
I've casted some Valorant for our teams, but I mean outside of that, I can't say I have a lot of experience with other games as in depth as Valorant.
It's okay. You can just be like K-Tool and just talk the whole time and not shut up.
Valorant is a cool game to cast, though.
Yeah, it is.
It's easier to understand than League of Legends, I will say. Thank God. I didn't know what was
That
going on at
absolutely
LAN.
is
Definitely.
I don't understand League at all.
It's very difficult. There's like so many things going on that you have to talk about.
One
Yeah,
benefit
you got
with just
3 different
Rocket League
lanes.
is like think about you're gonna have, let's just say, like just for shits and giggles, you got 200 people that are here on LAN. It's such an easy game to understand. So if any like friends or let's say like someone's like parents wants to come and watch, hit the ball in the net. That's
It's
it.
literally soccer, but with cars. It's not hard
easiest thing to
figure out.
understand.
It
They
is
have
so
jets.
simple.
They fly.
They fly.
The cars fly, exactly. I'm curious too, chat. Like, if you guys got any questions about LAN, about like the summer modes, about anything you want to know, like we can answer. Because obviously we've talked a lot about the back end, and this is kind of us just like getting as much information out as possible. Cripplify, yes, we did check. Stacy will be there.
Yes! I'm gonna cast my heart out.
I'm
Let's
literally
go.
gonna have to like this. I'm gonna have to disguise my mom to bring her to LAN, because otherwise it won't even be a LAN. It'll just be like my mom sitting in a chair, and then everyone's gonna like make a circle around her and be weird.
Greeks mom.
Dude,
Okay, you say disguise, her, but we
if I
already don't
make
know
it
what
to
she
the
looks
finals.
like, so we don't know what Grease Moms looks like, so you don't need to
We'll have to
disguise
figure
her.
out. No, I'll just walk up to like every mom in the building and just cast their name. Be like,
Who's your son?
"Are you Carter's mom?"
Carter's in trouble.
he spiked his controller after he lost.
God.
you have any extras?
That'd be bad. And I'm curious, get her at the signing table. That would actually that'd be something.
That's not a bad idea either.
Oh my god. I'm curious though if you guys got like anything that you guys are wondering too about like questions for LAN or anything, because I mean we're kind of wrapping up at least the points that I have to talk about. So literally, feel free to bring up anything.
Yeah, actually, the question, did you... Oh, sorry. Do you want to go ahead?
Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I was actually thinking of going back to the casting stuff. Are you planning on inviting other casters from other schools?
Yes.
Because I know I can definitely talk with the guys for who's in charge for our casting stuff to bring in some casters from people to there for sure, if needed, obviously.
Yeah, we want to be more official than like what they did. Like literally at USC LAN, they were just walking around the room being like, "Hey, you ever casted Rocket League? Doesn't matter. Come on anyways."
Right.
Like, they were so desperate for anyone to find anyone, and they were just trying to grab anyone last minute, even if they had casted or wanted to, honestly. So yeah, no, we're gonna. I mean, at NDSU, like we have a casting channel that probably has like 10 to 15 people that we ask, like, "Hey, like I'm casting tonight. At 8 o'clock, you know, who can I find for casters?" And you'll have 3 or 4 people that can, you know, respond. So I absolutely want to reach out to people, and even like Pumpkin, like just for the actual DCRL, like obviously at LAN, yeah, invite them, but like the actual matches themselves, like I don't have to just cast with NDSU guys. Like I want to cast with other schools and, you know, make those relationships, because this is all about building a relationship and like having those connections with everything, because then come LAN, it's going to be casting that much better. Because I mean, as you guys know, it's like if you were cast, it's like if you cast with someone for the very first time, there's going to be small nuances that just, it's awkward. You don't have the right chemistry, which over time you build it.
You don't know when they stop talking is the biggest thing. They like quit talking, then they expect you to say something, and they look over you, and you're like,
"Oh, was that it? You just like suddenly
platform."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let's do it.
But all right, Greek, go ahead. What was your question?
No, but my one question was actually for you, Pumpkin, because you talked about your esports lab a little bit and how it's free. And so, like, in order to get in, do you like need to ask someone for a key, or do you just use your student ID to get in? Is it just unlocked? Are there cameras? Like, how do things not get stolen?
So our room is like open from certain hours. I think it's all usually like from 4 to like 10 or something like that. The room is open and anyone can just walk in. We have students who actually work there and be like on the front desk kind of thing and just pay attention that nothing goes wrong. But apart from that, you just walk in, and if you don't have your mic or anything like that, or keyboard or mouse, there is like keyboards and mouses there, and then you have a headset that you can just grab a mic as well, attach, and that's it.
That's sweet. Okay.
Quickly answer Cripify's question. Let me go back to screen capture. So basically, kind of my vision is you'll have like the stands in the middle. You'll have the players here. I want to do like curtains, kind of like black curtains that'll run like from here roughly. So you'll probably have the players enter from here, and they'll like hop on stage, and then, you know, like Cripify from whatever team, blah blah blah. Everyone will walk through here. You'll have the lights going. And you know, everyone will cheer for you individually. It will not be like LAN where you would walk out in front of a Halo video game and you couldn't actually see what was going on and you couldn't actually hear them announcing it. So yeah, that's the dream. Which again, so much stuff is tentative. Like when I say I have no idea what I'm doing, I really mean it. So it's going to be reaching out to NDSU and be like, hey, like what resources can you guys provide? Because like as far as like when we say stage, I don't know what that is going to mean. I have like I have a vision of kind of what I'm like hoping for, but when I say like they're gonna have a stage you're gonna walk on, I have absolutely no idea what NDSU can give us. So we're kind of at the mercy of them, but yeah, we have ideas. So yeah,
just
any
to
other
add on to
questions
that,
though?
You know, we've done post game interviews, but they aren't in person, obviously.
Oh, in person post game.
Are you thinking about in person post game interviews, like having somebody on the stage that the casters can go to, and then they're there's somebody interviews them? Like that's not a bad idea. I just thought of it on the fly because you said walkouts, and I instantly thought of post game of a person on stage. That's just kind of what I was thinking of.
Yeah, I know. Like they had post-game interviews at the LAN, which was literally just like, oh, Greek and I are casting. Okay, Greek, now you leave, and then whoever just played will sit down and talk to me. But they didn't even like stream half of them. Like they literally did the post-commentary stuff while they were on a break. So it was just very scuffed. But yeah, no, 100% I want to do in person like post-game interviews. Like that'd be so much fun, because then you get the crowd hearing it as well, instead of just like Greek and I sitting at literally the casting couch.
I do know that requires camera work. somebody walking around with camera. That's
Yeah.
I know that's I'm thinking it's expensive. I don't remember though.
So what is going to be also nice is we have certain people who can be in charge of that from NDSU. You can actually rent cameras for the weekend, so we can have a bunch of people with cameras going around. And also,
Nice.
talking with Paul, and he said that sports management programs, they are required to create right now. They're required to create like intramural tournaments and stuff like that for different sports, and it's going to be required next semester in the fall that they're going to be required to do an esports tournament. And he said that they would be some of the best people to reach out to ask for help for running a tournament. To be like, if we can somehow figure it out that this is going to be like for credit or you get a grade or somehow, if we can have X amount of people from sports management where it's literally their job to help run tournaments. Because like, as far as like, who's quote unquote in charge of running the whole thing, it can't be me. Like, I have obviously never run an event, and I don't want to attempt that my first ever one is going to be a LAN.
Well, you're
So,
also going to be casting, and
I'm also probably going to be casting.
You might be
hopefully
competing
playing.
too, but
Yeah, exactly. So
That's the whole thing.
we need someone, and I've reached out to Paul, and there isn't someone at NDSU who has run an esports event. They've run other events before, but so I'm hoping if we can get like a small group of them that they can actually help do it, because as much as I'd love to, be in charge, I have zero experience, and that's where I want to delegate it to someone who actually knows what they're doing. So it's us. You don't happen to know how to run an esports tournament, do you?
Oh man, everyone here is probably better than I am. We're hoping that everyone else does a bunch of lands, and then we just don't mess it up by looking at what everyone else did.
Well, and it's kind of us. Like, we saw the land, we said this was good, this was bad. We're just hoping we don't mess this up. Like, as much as we're now hyping it up, is we're gonna have 3 months of playing, leading up to this land. It is going to be a big deal, and it, like I said, is going to be the biggest esports event in this area. So we don't want to mess this one up.
Yeah, I honestly think as long as it doesn't like something really really bad doesn't go like that, something really really doesn't go bad, I think it will be fine, because it is the first time you're running this event, and this is the first time you're also running this tournament thing. So I think it will be fine as long as we bring people in and actually have people who are interested and like this idea of this. I think everything else would be fine.
It's going to be nice for viewers and like for audience, because you think it's like, hey guys, I heard that USD is hosting a LAN in the back of a pizza ranch. Let's go watch some esports. Like,
no, this
gonna do that.
But this is like a land that you're planning ahead for. You have a whole space for it already. I mean, it's gonna happen. It's not
And
gonna be in the
that's
back
why
of
it's
a
happening.
pizza ranch.
That's why we're doing this, is like get the word out as well, so then we can have even more hype for the land. So
this is a work in progress, which again, hype up the LAN, reach out to students, mass email students on campus, put up bulletin boards, be like, yo guys, esports event, free for all students, just show up and enjoy it, have some fun. And like, I mean, if there was an esports event on campus, I would absolutely want to go to that, even if it's not Rocket League, just to see NDSU host an esports event, because then I could be insightful for future stuff. All the high schoolers, like, this could be so big. We just have to do it right. So I'm curious though. Any other questions, you guys in chat? Just curious if there's anything else. Otherwise, you guys got anything else to talk
I
about?
do have one
Otherwise,
more
we can kinda wrap
topic.
it up.
This is more NDSU specific, but just as a little side note, NDSU is going to have a B stream,
True.
Oh,
which me and some of the other admins are going to be running, which is going to be a lot more informal. We're just going to be like doing a lot, like maybe it's like show matches or just like messing around, just general more content stuff, rather than like big stream specific stuff. But yeah, the B stream will just kind of be a fun place where we can all hang out, maybe just do random stuff. So yeah.
Well, that's like, I'm thinking the 1v1s. Like, I can't tell you how many times in the Discord people are just like, yo, 1v1 me, 1v1 me. And like, you'll have like 20 people say they want a 1v1, and they'll reach out to me and be just like, yo, cast me 1v1ing. I'm like, okay, set a time and a date. Nothing. I'm like, okay, well, I can't do anything. But if it can be very informal, like you said with the B stream, where you can just go live, you can dick around with just playing rank, just doing random stuff, doing 1v1s, just, you don't have to have the full production, which it looks like Greek is spamming spamming it, so make sure you guys go follow it. Oh my god, NDSU Rocket League is following NDSU RL. Yeah, make sure you guys go follow that. as far as like getting word out, yeah, we'll be spamming that. We'll send the words out in the Discord for when we do the summer leagues. Like I said, Hoops is first, and let me just double check. Yeah, so Hoops starts May 30th. So we will send out the links to sign up to, obviously, our Discord. We'll send it out to every other college that we can and just start spamming it and trying to get people involved. Again, it is only 2 weeks, so this is a very short tournament. Oh, look at Soy Sauce with the follow.
Whoops.
I just gotta
I
make
did that live.
Didn't mean to press that there.
No, I
Whoops.
didn't do that. I was just hoping you wouldn't mention it.
Didn't mean to press that button.
I like that. No, I'm just so excited, and I really, can't express how grateful I am with the help, because there's no way I can run this by myself. So reaching out to the other colleges, like any way we can, is going to be a huge benefit. But anything else you guys want to talk about? Anything at all?
Well, I also had one more thing in mind. Depending on, I don't know if this is like stretching it far or not, but depending on how many people you have, you know how they do in RLCS, where they have like 4 guys before the games, like analysis guys, and then actually 2 casters. Having that maybe, yeah, like at desk where people.
We did that actually for the grand finals. We did that. Basically, what happened is like, it was Stewie and I were actually in my room, and we had Trey's camera and some long cables running out to my living room, and we had, I think, 5 guys basically in my living room where they did the analyst, and basically we had like a casting couch that they talked about the beforehand. They talked about the series and everything, and then we swapped over and had the official casters. So I do think that could be super cool. We would have to figure out how to do that though, because if we're streaming from the broadcasting room, maybe we then have it like go to a camera like in the esports lounge, and maybe some people are like talking with the players, like warming up in the background or something like that. But I definitely want to do like kind of the analyst desk. I think would be really cool.
Yeah, I feel like that would be a really nice touch to it, if possible, obviously.
Coop joined the Discord. Well, that's all.
We'll keep it in mind.
Yeah, you guys got anything
I'm sure we
else
can
to
make
say?
something happen. We'll have to figure out the camera work for it as well, and just like possible like microphones or something like that. So
also, Pumpkin,
it's a
what
good
time
idea,
is
though.
it there for you right now?
Sorry?
What time is it for you? Like 2-3 a.m.?
2:13 right now.
Oh, you got time.
I mean, you're normally up at this time, aren't you?
Hey, you can sleep when you're dead. You're fine.
I guess you're also
I
jet
mean,
lagged
to be
too,
fair-
so.
I'm technically still adjusting from from flights, but to be fair, I did like stay awake when I was flying. I did stay awake for like 30 or something hours. So I slept for 13 hours today. So
Good lord.
That's a hard. How long are you in Croatia for? Is it the whole summer? I assume.
yeah, basically until August, until college
Gotcha.
starts again.
So I guess you definitely won't be able to play in the summer modes unless you want to play on EU ping. You could try it.
I mean, I can still play. It's not gonna be my first time playing a high ping.
That's true.
I do it all the time, but I'm here at college. I play with my friends back home, and then I have a 130 ping, but I'm used to it nowadays. Like I couldn't.
We'll drop you down a division to compensate, and you'll be good to go.
He just goes down and just smokes everybody.
As long as the ping is consistent, I'm fine with it. I couldn't care less.
There you go. But yeah, I just
love to see the
appreciate you and
1v1
Soy
with
Sauce
Shark.
though.
Shark is a player.
Oh
we have
my
at NDSU
God, yeah,
who
you guys are both
constantly has like 130 ping, and we're super
lag
excited for when he
1v1.
comes back or when he comes to NDSU next semester, because then he'll actually have the good ping. But it'd be funny to see you guys 1v1 it out with each of you
That'll
having
be
like 200 ping.
Yeah, but I do appreciate
Play on like
Pumpkin, you
Asian
and-
servers or something like that.
Right? Oceania.
But yeah, I was gonna say,
Oh, yeah.
Soy Sauce, was this kind of what you were expecting for like when I just randomly DM'd you and said, hey, you want to be on a podcast or something?
Yeah, pretty much. At first, I was like, dude, I don't know Rocket League lingo at all. Like, I don't know if there's terms for anything. Like, I hit the ball with the car. That's about.
All right, this
I mean,
is a
that's-
flip reset. This is a
that's-
double
yeah.
tap. This
This is a musty flick.
Well, I think we
That's
kept it
like
pretty easy. I mean, not
Yeah.
too
This
deep
is a
diving
classy
stuff.
flick. This
Look,
is
It's
that's the
definitely
mentality of a pro
understandable.
player. Just hit the
Yeah.
ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do appreciate you
Don't
hopping
think.
on for sure. Which, okay, does anyone else have any last topics? Otherwise, we can probably call it a night then. Anyone? No?
I got
Cool.
nothing.
I like it. I like it. Well, like I said, appreciate you guys all joining, especially Pumpkin, even though it's 2:30 a.m. and you're not even in this country or on this continent. So appreciate your internet only died twice, so that's a positive. But yeah, appreciate you guys obviously stopping by.
Considering I'm technically not back yet in my home, my home, I'm still at my brother's place, and I'm using the other room where there's like the internet connection is kind of bad. So like I'm far away using a laptop as well. I'm surprised I didn't get disconnected more times than this.
I know we take it. But yeah, I think this was a fun stream. We will, like I said, be putting out the signups for the extra modes as fast as possible, and I'll make sure to DM like Pumpkin and Soy Sauce so you guys can get the word out. And obviously we'll just reach out to other colleges. And again, if you guys got any questions, you guys on stream or just anyone in chat, please hit us up because we are more than willing to. Also, we don't know what we're doing, so if you have ideas, please throw it by us. Otherwise, Greek, you got any final words before we call it our night here?
Not particularly. Thank you guys for all coming in. It's great to have, especially because when we always do our Crossbar conversations, we have a lot of NDSU representatives. But I mean, with only half of us being NDSU, I think it's super great to have SDSU, SDSMT, MSUM. There's an S, a D, and a U maybe in there. Who knows? But yeah, it's super great to have you guys here, and I love to have your point of view as well.
But yeah, I appreciate everyone.
Yeah, just say U as just say U letter, S letter, and D letter in some order. You're gonna be correct.
You're not wrong. And you know what? If you don't want, you could just drop it and just have USD, and that's also works for you. So it gets really confusing. Either way, yeah, that is gonna do it for us here tonight. Make sure follow this channel, follow the B stream. Make sure you guys are in the Discord, so we'll be spamming you with all sorts of information. Appreciate everyone who has supported us. And yeah, that is going to do it for us tonight. So everyone, wave goodbye, and everyone, good luck studying for finals and everything, and enjoy the rest of your guys' semester. Adios, guys.